I have a little feature to show you if you've not found it out already, but I was messing around on the Adobe Cloud's homepage and I noticed this new feature called Turntable, and it basically makes like a little AI generated sort of turnover, like 360 images based on ideally a simple vector illustration. So we've just got this drawing here that I did of my bird Pickle. So it's all in a group. It's very important. Once you've got your illustration ready, keep it in a group. And you should open up the properties panel. I've opened this up already because this will take me again like another minute to find. Look for this button here, Turntable. So click this. You can see what it's sort of doing with this horse on the carousel. I've done it with horses before and the results are surprising. I'll show you in a minute once this works with my illustration what kind of results you can expect. So it's done generating sort of various positions and angles of the little bird character. I think it's almost done an excellent job. I don't know why this eye is sort of popping out the side. It's an AI generation. We can't expect perfection or usability from the very first go. As you know, those of you who've used AI products found out quite quickly that it's not anything like the demo versions that you'll see on the open page of Midjourney. So it's done. I'm really impressed with this. The eye's a little bit wonky. Again, this needs cleanup. If you're actually going to use this for your sort of productions or animations, or even like, you know, say for example, you want a character moving in a certain way and it's very difficult to often imagine what things will look like. You know, everybody's idea of sort of like image visualization in the head is very different. This will sort of do, I'm not sure about this one, but you know, I would say about 70% of them are usable to some degree. So once we're happy with this, which I'm marginally happy, it's surprising what it's done with the tail. So the species of bird this is, their tail kind of comes to a nice taper like this. It doesn't come to it doesn't fan out or anything. Like most birds do. So I'm actually really surprised it's managed to kind of get the memo on this. If you're happy with this, you can get all of your views that it's generated and place them on a canvas. I don't have a canvas ready because I just didn't think that far ahead. But what it will do is it will place them all sort of, you know, you can really visualize how that's sort of moving. Obviously a little bit unusable in some areas, but that's, you know, that's where your skills as an illustrator kind of come in. Just with all AI things, you do need the skills to sort of doctor them and getting them to a point where they can be used in production. There are some people who just will not use AI tools on principle, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think a bird would really look like this. I don't know why his head's just inflated like a balloon. But kind of cool. I can show you a few tidied up frames and the very simple animation I've done using this very generation. So without going into the really tedious process of me cleaning up the image as to how I like it, I have just got this here, which is, you'll see it's about 5 different layers. I wanted a very simple turn for my animation in mind. I've taken these sort of generated, you'll see here this blue, it's always the star with AI, I don't know why, but I guess that's just what we're used to now. So once you see this kind of bounding box with this, it means it's an AI generated image. Words to the wise, Adobe will be using this as part of the training model. If you're using Adobe products anyway, everything you sort of produce is being used for a training model. Like, we're all in the matrix now of using Adobe products, and that is the way it's going. So if you have sort of layers here, so I'm going to layer 1. I have popped them all together, by the way, just for the sake of animation, but we're going to sort of cycle through them quickly. I've missed out on things here. This could be cleaned up. I imagine you do a better job of cleaning up yourself, but you can sort of see how the bird is sort of slowly turning. I didn't actually draw a second wing in the original illustration. You know, it's just one wing. So it's managed to kind of get an idea of where the wing would be, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we've got this bird sort of moving here. His tail's, it's done an okay job. So I'm going to put this into After Effects now, just as a very simple 5-frame animation, and just show you what it looks like. So we have opened up After Effects. Apologies to kind of cut that. I just really can't stand those YouTube tutorials where you've got to watch the whole splash screen and opening up. I'm sorry, no offense, but I usually just normally know how to set up a pre-comp if I'm using After Effects fairly regularly. So this is non-AI generated. This is the bird kind of flapping his wings. It could be neatened up a little bit more, but you get the picture. This is all path animations, by the way. So I could have actually done another wing. I did not think to do that for some reason. But I've got Pickle Turn. This is the pre-comp using the turntable generations. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. And I mean, I'm only using one hand here because I'm using the other hand to record. So what I've done is typical kind of layering of the Illustrator layer. So you've got layer 1 to 5, which is kind of all I really needed for this. So I've layered them on top, and this is literally 1 frame each. You could do it for, I don't know, 2 frames. It would start to look choppy though. But you can see here, you know, everything's all been aligned. I have neatened up, you know, to the best I can within a couple hours. Just sort of the bird, his eye, keeping it level. It does sort of extrude here, but there you go. And then just popping that into the whole animation, which, you know, you've got the bird. I'm going to slow it down. You've got the bird sort of flying in here. I have animated his little eye and giving a sort of rosy cheek whilst he's looking down at the flower. Just put that here. So he's doing this. And at this point, he'll start to turn towards the sky. I've put a couple of blur effects on just to give that idea of movement. And, you know, I could have done it so with these flapping his wings. If you sort of want to get a more premium look, that's obviously what you do. You can see here where it's sort of, yeah, I think that's worked pretty well. Just to say, that's my first time using Turntable sort of properly. But I'd love to see, you know, what other people do. They'll probably do a better job. Said this in the morning. But yeah, it's certainly something to look forward to in the Illustrator 2026 version. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something.